So we're going to talk about problem number 5 from homework in section 2.9. This is very similar to an in-class example, but I hope by going over it one more time, it can reinforce your understanding. Basically, I have a window here. It has a shape of rectangle and it has a semicircle mounted on top of that. What you know is the perimeter of the window, and you want to express the area as a function of the width of the window. So as we said in class, it's always a good idea to sketch the graph and mark the corresponding regions, so it makes it easier for people to understand. So this is what I end up with, and I'm looking for the area. In order to find the area, since it's clearly half of a circle and it has a rectangle, so what I need to do is to find the area of two parts. Area circle is pi r squared, half of it is 1/2 of pi r squared, where clearly I need to know what exactly is r. To find rectangle, you need the height and also the width. The problem did say I want the width to be denoted as x, where you do need to give the height a name such that you can identify the area. So this is what I end up with. Because the problem clearly stated I only want to use x, so you want to get rid of the r, you want to get rid of h. We are okay with keeping x here. Pi is a number, 1/2 is a number, square is a number, plus is a mathematical manipulation. So everything else actually would be okay to keep. You want to get rid of r, you want to get rid of h. In order to get rid of r, if you look at the problem a little bit closer, you have a rectangle, so this is also x. So the diameter of your circle is x, the radius is r. Clear the x is 2r, or in other words, r is 1/2 of x. So you can easily replace the r based on this expression. The next thing you want to do is to find a way to express your h in terms of x. And how do we do that? You go back and you realize there's one extra information that's discussed here that you have not used. It's about the perimeter. So be a little bit careful. The perimeter is the outside boundary layer, which is that, which means you have your perimeter to be 25, and it is 2 of the height, 1 of the base, and 1/2 of the circumference of your circle, which is 1/2 of the circumference of your circle, which is 2 pi r, by the way. So your goal is to find h to stand by itself with only x on the other side. In other words, I'm not happy with having the r here, but I could have simplified it into 1/2 of x. So all I need to do is to find a way to think out this h by itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move everything else to the other side. It's 1/2, 2 pi, 1/2 x, and then you have 2h left. You can simplify this a little bit. So what you end up with is h is 25 minus x minus 1/2 of pi x divided by 2, and you plug it back in there. So my area final answer is 1/2 of pi of r squared plus h times 25 minus x minus 1/2 of pi x divided by 2. You might have already noticed I didn't really spend too much time on simplification. It's in this particular case saves some time, and it's less likely for me to make mistake, and I'm not really asking to carry more calculation afterwards. So having such a tedious expression doesn't really matter that much. So I would recommend you to not simplify for this particular case.